All right, so we're going to start working a new command with Xena here. We're going to start working on our down command. So I always think, it's a little bit easier to work on a down from a seated position, but I'm not going to ask her to sit. I'm going to lure her into that sit here. So I've got a handful of treats here. We're going to take our hand and go straight to the ground here. So I'm going to open up a little bit, give her some enough to get interested. Yes, there we go. Good girl. Free. And then we're going to free just like we do with every other command. Hey, come here, Xena. Right here. Lure, so we're luring around. I'm going to bring her up into that sit, and then we're going right back down to the floor again. Yes. As soon as she's down, I give a yes and allow her to have her treat. And then we're going to release again. Free. Yes, good girl. Let me grab my extra treats over here. These are her favorites, so she's definitely into it. No, ma'am. Oh, there we go. Again, we can make this feel like a game. So she's happy, she's playful. So if I bring energy, she's going to be in it a little bit more. She's already knows a sit a little bit. No, ma'am. So she's already in that sit, so we're going straight to the floor. Yes, good girl. Free. So, little pro tip. If you'll watch here, if you notice with my hand open here, and she's looking here, with my hand open, I close my hand. Look how she goes to the top of my hand. So she automatically knows, she's smart enough to know that she's got to get to the opening side to actually get the treats out. So when I lure her to the ground, I'm going to switch hands here because I'm not good left-handed. So, right, she's very interested to the inside of my hand. So I'm going to keep my palm to her, the opening to her, to keep her engaged. We're going to go into that sit, and we're going right down. But I'm keeping my palm to her. Yes, there we go. Good girl. Free. Until we get to the ground. So I'm going to keep my hand here, and then just before we get to the ground, I'm going to put my knuckles to the floor. Because you can see here now, right, even standing up, she's going to the bottom of my hand to get to the opening. So if I go right here, if I go knuckles to the floor, sometimes you have to be patient, right? So she's very excited. So I'm going to go into that sit again, and we're going to go right to the floor. Yes, good job. So you see the difference there. Free. When I get her into that sit first and then down versus just going straight to the floor. So we have to be kind of patient. You have to be, yes, good girl. Free. You have to be patient. You have to be kind of willing to get your hand a little bit drooly. You have to be okay with them getting a little bit excited. There we go. So I'm going to allow her to keep jumping. So here we are. I'm just going to, another little pro tip here. Sometimes we put our foot on the leash and it stops that jump. And give just a bit of correction there on the leash and realize that they're not supposed to jump, and then we sit back down too. So this is good. So, but I'm okay here because again, she's excited. She's wanting to play. So I can kind of lure her around. Yes, good job. Free. So she's luring super easily into that down position now. So it's okay if I want, I can go ahead and start introducing that down command. But we're going to do the same thing again. Down. Yes, good job. Free. Here it is. So bring her around, let her follow the hand. Yep. Down. Yes. Free. Again, same as with our intro to place or sit or any other command that we work on. I'm at step 1. Down. Yes. Free. At step 1, I'm not really so concerned about her doing it perfectly or holding any long amount of time. I just want to start building the connection to that down command. Now, eventually, I'm not going to go all the way to the floor. We're going to start working our way up into a standing position and have her be able to go into that down position um, from us standing and basically fading that lure away and do it only by command. And of course, then, eventually we're going to stop tossing treats for the release as well. But right now, this is absolutely the first time that she has ever done this. Down. Yes. Here we go. Free. So I'm giving her a lot of leeway. I'm giving her a lot of chances to kind of get it right and be kind of loose and fun with it. Yes. Oop. Down. Yes, good girl. Free. So it's just like a kid in kindergarten, right? We're teaching the ABCs, or we just gave the crayons for the first time. We're getting color on the paper. We're not perfectly in the lines, but that's okay. We want to start our foundation right here, and this is where we build.